name is Mike O'Neill, and I'm a part of Group 3 along with Dawn Bright and Suzanne Holcomb. We decided to do our project on root cause analysis. Introduction. Go ahead and ask your neighbor these few questions. What is your name? What is your role? And why are you here today? You just shared why you're here today. Now take a moment and think about your response and answer these questions. Why? 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 And why? Why root cause analysis? You will learn about a process to help get the real cause of a problem. You can apply this process in the workplace or in your personal life. It will help you prevent problems from reoccurring instead of simply reacting to the symptoms of the problem. No more just putting a band-aid on it. We're going to get to the very bottom of the issue, that way it doesn't happen again. What is root cause analysis? It's like pulling weeds. Unless we address the root that causes the problem, poor results will continue to come back. So basically, if you're looking at the ground and you have a weed above the ground, and you just keep on ripping this weed out, but yet in a few weeks it keeps growing back and you're wondering why, it's because you're not digging to the very bottom of the roots and ripping the roots out as well. Basically the same with any issue. You can try and solve a problem, but unless you get to the very bottom of it and take care of it all, it's going to continue to reoccur. Root cause analysis, or RCA, is a popular process used to identify the origin of a problem. RCA uses a specific set of steps to find the primary cause of a problem so that you can, 1, determine what happened, you can define the problem, 2, determine why it happened with the 5 why process, 3, figure out how to minimize the chance that it will happen again, develop solutions. Define the problem. Assemble as much information or data to describe the problem as possible. Include the following detail in the problem statement. What is the problem? Is it an object, a defect? Where did it occur? As seen on the object, geographically. When did it occur? Was it first seen? When else was it seen? And when in the process was it seen? How often has it occurred? How many objects? Defects per object? What's the trend? And what impact is this to your organization? A good quote is, "A problem well put is half solved," by John Dewey. Another wonderful quote, "If I had 60 minutes to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes defining it and only 5 minutes solving it." Albert Einstein. Consider the problem statement. The air conditioner in my car is not working. Is this a well-defined problem? No. The air conditioner in my car continues blowing but stops cooling when I drive faster than 45 miles per hour for 15 minutes or longer. This is a well-defined problem. Identifying the causes. It's important to identify as many potential causal factors as possible. You can use cause mapping to visually identify the sequence of events that lead to the problem, the conditions that allow the problem to exist, and any other issues that surround the occurrence of the problem. Root cause analysis assumes that causal factors are interrelated. Possible causes might include physical causes, tangible physical items that failed in some way. An example could be defective safety glasses. Organizational causes, a system, process, or policy failure leads to a problem, such as were goggles stored correctly and where were the goggles purchased. When cause mapping, use the 5 whys to dig deeper and help identify root cause of the problem. Problem, why because, why because, why because, why because, and why, which is the root cause. The 5 why process is most effective when a team knowledgeable of the problem is assembled to brainstorm each why. Try to capture anything that might have caused the problem. Be aware that there may be multiple causes of a particular effect. Problem, why because, why because, why because, and then multiple whys. Basically, any problem can have one why or it can have many whys. You want to try and figure out each why and get to the solution. This process could take less or more than 5 whys to identify the root cause of the problem. Recognize and avoid potential limitations when using the 5 why process. Participants may not look deep enough to identify the root cause of a problem when asking why. Ensure all participants contribute and have our opportunity to investigate all possible causes. Participants may not have sufficient knowledge to adequately answer each why. Ask, who knows, who cares, and who can do something about the situation to ensure you have assembled the right team to ask why. Other potential limitations to avoid when using the 5 why process. Different people may get different answers using the 5 why process. This could lead to lack of credibility. Use knowledgeable participants and gather data or other evidence to verify possible causes as you go through the 5 why process. Try the 5 whys. Work with your team to apply the 5 why process to the following situation. Problem. You were stopped by a policeman on the way to work this morning and received a speeding ticket. Now this is when we would give our audience time to work out an issue. problem. You got caught speeding on the way to work. Why? You were late to work. Why? You woke up late. Why? Your alarm clock didn't work. Well, why is that? You didn't know the clock batteries were dead. Why? Your clock doesn't have a battery power indicator. Step 3, identifying the solutions. 1, you could follow a set schedule for replacing batteries, or 2, you could purchase an electric clock that plugs into a wall outlet. Identifying solutions. After you have identified the root cause of the problem, you need to ask what can be done. Consider steps to contain and remedy the situation. Recommend actions to prevent the problem from reoccurring. Another quote, intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Once again, Albert Einstein. Root cause analysis worksheet. Purpose is to provide a template for applying root cause analysis to analyze a problem. Define the problem, what, where, when, how often, and impact. Clarify the problem using is or is not diagram. Write the problem statement. Use the 5 whys to identify the cause. Consider physical and organizational causes as you drill down to the root cause of the problem. Use the reverse side to map the causes and effects leading to the problem. The diagram is what we went over earlier, because and whys. Identify possible solutions to contain, minimize, and prevent the problem from reoccurring again. Activity. Complete the root cause analysis worksheet to examine the orders gone wrong at the Big Burger fast food chain. Physical level cause. A new computer system was implemented 8 days ago. The screen on these new computers uses font colors that are difficult for colorblind employees to see. One of the employees, a bagger on second shift, is colorblind and was misreading orders from the new screens. Organizational level cause. There isn't a process in place to test new computer systems prior to implementation. Containment. Assign the colorblind employees a position that does not involve reading the new screens. Learning points. Ask lots of questions. Don't jump to solutions. First, fully understand the problem you're trying to solve. Don't implement inspection or approval phases to a process, as this doesn't solve the problem. It only increases process lead time. Physical level versus system level causes. Did we solve the problem in a way that reduces the likelihood of reoccurring, which is very important. Understanding what the problem isn't can lead to understanding what the problem is. Summary. Root cause analysis is a process used to drill down to the real cause of a problem. Using root cause analysis allows you to focus on the causes of a problem, not the symptoms of a problem. Define the problem by assembling data and information that describes what, where, when, how often, and impact. Use the 5 why process to map out the causes of the problem. Consider all causes, physical and organizational. Consider steps to contain the problem. Suggest solutions that will minimize or prevent the problem from happening again. Now it's your turn. Do you have any questions about root cause analysis? Alright, we're going to reflect. And this is where we would hand out our root cause analysis assessment sheet. Other than that, I think that's all we got. So I really appreciate everybody's time, and I want to go ahead and thank my Group 3 members, Dawn Bright and Suzanne Holcomb, for their hard work.